Hey y'all, today I'm participating in the Healthy Snacks 25 collaboration hosted by Mtn Grandma, Gail Southern Living, and Life in the Piedmont. Videos are posting each day this month, so go check out the other videos in this collaboration and there will be a giveaway. If you're new to my channel, my name is Chastity. Everyone calls me Chaz, and Bobbi Jo is my dog. She loves to make doggy birthday cakes and treats. She just celebrated her 6th birthday, so go check out last week's video to see the doggy cake she helped me make. I have been strictly on keto for about 6 months, and one of my favorite snacks is ice cream. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to make keto ice cream. Even if you aren't on keto, this is a great alternative to those sugar-filled ice creams with additional ingredients that you can get from the grocery store. This is a much healthier option. Annie with Keto Focus gets credit for this recipe. That's where I found the recipe. Most keto ice creams call for eggs, and you have to make a custard on the stovetop first. This recipe does not require all of that. I will leave a link to her recipe and YouTube channel in the video description. Today I'm making vanilla ice cream, and this is so easy to make. First, pour 2 cups of heavy whipping cream in a mixing bowl. Then add a 1/3 cup of powdered sugar substitute. You can use whatever type you prefer. Also, you can make your own out of any granulated sugar substitute. All you do is pour the amount needed into a high-speed blender or food processor and blend it until it's powdered. You're also going to need 1/8 teaspoon of salt. And the recipe calls for 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, but I'm using 2 teaspoons because the recipe also calls for 1 teaspoon of vanilla paste, and I'm out of vanilla paste. So I'm just going to do 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract to make sure I'm getting that extra vanilla flavor. Next, I'm adding 2 tablespoons of vodka. You can also use rum. Alcohol keeps the ice cream from being too hard and icy, but if you do not want to use any alcohol, then she suggests using 1/4 cup of allulose syrup in place of the vodka. She has details about that in her recipe blog. I have not tried it that way, so I cannot tell you if it gets the drill-worthy stamp of approval. Okay, next you want to mix everything together. Taste the mixture and add additional sweetener if necessary. Various sugar substitutes have different degrees of sweetness, so just taste it. If it needs to be a little sweeter, add just a little bit more. Cover the bowl and place it in the fridge for 2 hours, and make sure you leave it in the fridge for 2 hours. This gives the flavors time to mix in with heavy cream and helps the texture of the ice cream. So we will be back after supper. Okay, we're back. It has been about 5 hours. The flavors should be good and combined. I'm using my KitchenAid ice cream attachment. If you have a KitchenAid, I recommend getting one of these. It is one of my favorite attachments. If you don't have an ice cream churn, you can do this in a mason jar. I'll tell you how to do that in just a minute. Okay, so my ice cream bowl has been in the freezer for a few weeks, so it is good and frozen. They typically say leave it in the freezer overnight before making ice cream, but I place it in the freezer after I clean it up. That way it's ready anytime I want to make ice cream. And this attachment is simple to use. This little part slides up here like this, and the bowl locks in place. Place the paddle in the bowl, and this goes down on top of it like that. That's all there is to it. I'm going to go ahead and turn the mixer on stir. You want to make sure it is stirring when you pour the ice cream base in. And pour it in, and then let it stir for about 20 to 30 minutes. Okay, while that's stirring, I'm going to tell you about the mason jar method. You want to add the ice cream base to a mason jar and shake it until it thickens up, or you can use an electric mixer and mix it until it's fluffy, whichever is easier for you. You burn more calories shaking it up. Then you just want to add it to a freezer-friendly container and freeze it. And that's all there is to that method if you don't have an ice cream churn, so you can do it that way. Okay, it's starting to get thick. I think this is thick enough for us since we like soft serve. It's been about 25 minutes. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? I'm going to go ahead and dip some, and then we will see what Steve thinks.
This is good. This is like 2 thumbs up and drool worthy. The texture is pretty good too.
There you have it. Keto vanilla ice cream gets the drool-worthy stamp of approval. I just freeze it in my Pyrex glass storage containers. I remove it from the freezer and let it sit on the counter for about 10 minutes to soften back up. This makes 8 servings, but with our big scoops, it was more like 4 servings. It has 1.8 net carbs per serving, and it is my favorite snack, and it is easy to use this base to make different flavors. Don't forget to check out all the other healthy snacks in this collaboration, #HealthySnacks25, and the channels are listed in my video description, so go check out all those videos. Thanks so much for watching, and y'all have a blessed weekend and a happy Resurrection Day tomorrow.